You're watching the North Carolina 4th of July Festival Parade. This live broadcast on all WECT platforms is sponsored by Dozier Memorial Hospital in Southport and by Margaret Rudd and Associates Realtors on Oak Island. Now, here are your hosts, Gabe Ross and Rachel Lewis-Hilburn.
In Southport, I'm Gabe Ross alongside my colleague Rachel Lewis-Hilburn. Great to have you along with us again, Rachel. The weather looks like it's cooperating, so I owe Mother Nature a big one today for this parade. And it seems like the heat's backed off a little bit too.
It has. I think she just kicked up a pretty good breeze for the beginning of this 2023 North Carolina 4th of July parade. The 51st, which is just getting underway live here on Moore Street in Southport.
And we have all the action for you. You don't even have to leave your home, the comfort of your computer, your phone. You can watch it right here along with us. That said, we do have to thank our sponsors, of course, to help us put on. First, the crew from WECT that has been working so hard behind the scenes to make this happen, but also Dozier Memorial Hospital for their support as well. There is lots to come with this parade, and just judging by the number of folks out here, it's going to be a great turnout. So we're going to pause for a quick message, and we'll be right back with the start of the show. Welcome back to the Southport 4th of July Parade, the North Carolina 4th of July Parade, and we're starting things off with the Southport Police Department. Driving the SUV is Officer Kelly Garrido, voted Southport PD's Officer of the Year. The mission of Southport Police to safeguard lives and property, protect the innocent from becoming victims of crime while always respecting the people's constitutional right. Police Chief Todd Goring wishing everyone a happy 4th of July too. That 2008 Charger that we're seeing, a salute to veterans.
And Gabe, here we have the South Brunswick High School Army Junior ROTC Color Guard. They're commanded by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Joseph Snap.
It's great to have them here. Hey, look who's in the blue car. That would be our parade marshal. Folks from Back the Blue doing the escorting here. Commander of the 596th Transportation Brigade, Military Ocean Terminal, Sunny Point. Chad Blacketer, he is the commander there. And, of course, our parade marshal. His career started in 1995 in counterintelligence. And that has sent him from Seoul, South Korea to Iraq and all across the United States. A true honor to have him here.
Here we have the Honorable Dr. Joe Pat Hayden in an antique fire truck. Southport Mayor Dr. Joe Pat Hayden and First Lady Tish Hickman Hayden are riding on the iconic 1922 Ford Model T Southport fire truck.
Isn't that cool?
First motorized fire engine in Brunswick County, and this year it celebrates 101 years.
Hey, look who's coming on this big float. It's Dozier Memorial Hospital, of course, one of the sponsors of the parade for 93 years. Dozier Memorial Hospital has been the hospital of choice for the Southport community and the surrounding areas. Its mission to provide patients with comprehensive, compassionate, extraordinary care for every person every day. You can find out more at dozier.org.
Such a happy team there. They're really having a good time.
Oh, absolutely. They're celebrating.
Here we have the U.S. Army National Guard 105th Engineers. The 105th Engineer Battalion accompanied the 30th Infantry Division onto Omaha Beach on June 10, 1944. It was in combat for 200 days. Their motto, of course, ever dependable. Today, the 105th Engineer Battalion has more than 600 soldiers, and the unit has participated in multiple deployments, including Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom.
Can you hear the band from here? The sound of the drums, I love it. The Brunswick County Schools Parade Band, they are combined bands from South Brunswick under the direction of Michael Palmer, North Brunswick under the direction of Patrick Barrett, and West Brunswick under the direction of Jason Sipe. The band boasts superior ratings. They also perform at special events, and countless individual students have been selected for various honors. Let's listen in. You can't go wrong with a good drum line, that's for sure, Rachel.
If you weren't feeling patriotic before, you are now. The Civil Air
Air Patrol, the Brunswick County Composite Squadron Cadet Color Guard Team are ambassadors for Civil Air Patrol. Their duty to assist in recruiting and retention, to assist in ceremonies, and to present the colors. To be a member of the Cadet Color Guard Team requires training on precision marching, focused on detail and teamwork, of course.
Hey, look who's here. It's Miss North Carolina 2023, Taylor Lord. She won the title just over a week ago, June 24th. This is her first public appearance as Miss North Carolina, and it's a long-standing tradition. The official North Carolina 4th of July Parade Festival is always the first appearance of Miss North Carolina. She's also held the title of Miss Rhododendron and Miss Statesville, as she happens to be the first Miss Statesville to win the state title. And it's great to have her here in the parade.
It really is. Here we have the City of Southport volunteers. These folks are the backbone of the city, from welcoming visitors from all over the world to making the city beautiful. Volunteer groups are really what make Southport a special place to live and to visit. The city wishes to offer a special thank you to all of Southport's great volunteers, including those from Fort Johnston Southport Museum and Visitor Center, and the Beautification Committee, of course. And riding with the volunteers on this float are members of the Southport Board of Aldermen.
Oh, look at these fancy moves from Elin Lockhart. She is the current Miss Majorette of North Carolina in the 10 to 12 age division. And Elin has been twirling since she was a year old. A year old. Can you believe that? She also enjoys playing on her school volleyball team and twirling for the Anson High School Bearcat football team on Friday nights.
And coming right behind her, we have the South Brunswick High and Middle School cheerleaders. The South Brunswick Varsity and JV High School and Middle School cheerleaders has combined 34 members, and today they're here with the South Brunswick Middle School team, which has a total of 15 members. And I saw them rehearsing a little earlier, Gabe.
I wish I had moves like that. I don't. I do something like that, I'm going to get thrown out of whatever establishment I'm in. But good on them for being able to do it. Oh, what a tremendous performance here. And doing it in the heat, too. That just adds an extra factor into all of this, right?
That's right.
North Carolina Secretary of State Elaine Marshall joins us now. In 1996, she became the first woman elected to statewide executive branch office in North Carolina. Now in her 7th term, Secretary Marshall pioneered e-commerce in government, protected investors and intellectual property owners, and promoted financial capital formation. More than 1.7 million new businesses have been created during her tenure.
Next, we have the Stateport Pilot. They're a primary news source for southeastern Brunswick County. The weekly newspaper has been in the Harper family for 3 generations. They say they're proud to serve this community and sponsor the 4th of July Festival, along with many other events throughout the year.
Right behind them, we have the U.S. Coast Guard Station Oak Island. The 5th Coast Guard District ensures the safety and security of the oceans, coastal areas, and marine transportation systems within America's mid-Atlantic region. They focus on risk reduction and prevention, but they're also prepared to respond with courage and speed to any maritime incident. D5's 156,000 square miles of oceans, bays, rivers, wetlands, and tidal marshes are unique and filled with historical significance, encompassing 6 states, vital geographic waterways, several major mid-Atlantic ports, the largest naval base in the world, and, of course, our nation's capital.
And there they go. And coming right behind them, American Legion Post 543. They have 265 members dedicated to continuing to serve Americans, veterans, active duty military, and youth. Members are actually residents from in and around Brunswick County.
A great representation of Brunswick County coming out here tonight. Bagpipes going too. It's another instrument I wish I could know how to play, the bagpipes. Behind them, the Brunswick Town chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. Part of the National DAR, they count 188 members who work as volunteers within the community, the military, and schools. A nonprofit organization, the local DAR has helped with the naturalization ceremony for many years here in Southport, including this year. They hand out Constitution booklets, Pledge of Allegiance bookmarks, and refreshments to new citizens.
And here we've got the Brunswick Town chapter folks from the DAR, bringing up the rear. And after them, well, I guess that's still the DAR,
That's
Gabe.
still the DAR. They got lots of they got golf carts, too. That's pretty sweet.
And that's the way to travel today.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Unless you're coming down the main route here. I did see some police officers very stern about no public transport as we prep the parade route. Well, we got Coastal Carolina Submarines up next. Look at that submarine.
Yes, all the members of the Coastal Carolina Submarine Veterans qualified and served on submarines in the United States Navy. The mission of this organization is to perpetuate the memory of shipmates who gave their lives in the pursuit of their duties while serving their country.
Truly honorable and truly honored to have them here in the parade today, this year. Ooh, the red Corvette, as Prince would say. I hope I don't get sued for using those lyrics, but it's North Carolina House of Representatives Rep. Charlie Miller. Charlie Miller, of course, the rep for Brunswick and New Hanover counties. He retired from the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office after 34 years of service as a law enforcement officer. He says he enjoys serving the people of House District 19 and is glad to be back home in Southport for this celebration.
And that very loud siren is the Southport Fire Department's Engine 343, which is a memorial to the 343 firefighters killed on September 11th, 2001. It's a retired fire engine from the department, and it's wrapped with a message to remember, honor, and cherish the lives of our fallen sisters and brothers. This vehicle was wrapped with donations from Southport firefighters through fundraising campaigns, and they say, we will never forget. Of course, none of us will.
Absolutely. No clowning around here, or maybe that is the case. Also part of the Southport Fire Department is the fire prevention team. They prevent through education in schools, daycares, preschools, and senior citizen communities with their clowns, puppets, and characters. They teach phrases like stop, drop, and roll if your clothes catch on fire. Get out, stay out of a burning building, and test your smoke alarms monthly, because a working smoke alarm will certainly save your life.
And have a good time while they're doing it. Here we have the water rescue. Southport Fire Prevention Team is a group of firefighters that promote prevention through education. And this is pulling the water rescue boat. It's a new unit worth over $100,000, Gabe.
Yeah, we got some sailors here coming as well. The Cape Fear Yacht Club's youth sailing program, celebrating 30 years in the Cape Fear Yacht Club. Their program is the only one on the water for youth, I should say, for Brunswick County. It consists of 6 weeks of 1- and 2-person sailing vessels. The program culminates with students and members participating in a 2-day Ed Harper Memorial Regatta. Glad to have them here.
And we can hear the Dun Clowns coming
in the background
behind. But first, we've got a couple of judges here. First, Superior Court Judge Jason Disbro. He's served since December 2015, and he's been on the Superior Court since 2020. He's lived in Brunswick County for 25 years, and he's married to Christy. Together, they have 2 grown sons.
And see Ashley Gore there as well, District Court Judge, serving the people of Brunswick, Columbus, and Bladen County since 2017. You know, when she isn't on the bench, Judge Gore enjoys spending time with her family, friends, and she always looks forward to the Southport 4th of July Festival. Judge Gore wishes everyone a happy and safe 4th.
And right behind them, we've got District Court Judge Sarah McPherson. She serves Brunswick, Columbus, and Bladen counties.
That's a slick-looking car. That's always the cool thing about the 4th of July. You get some slick-looking cars out here. Get some slick-looking clowns, too, like the Dun Clowns, the Sudan Dun Clowns. Makes you want to dance.
You know, it really does. If you weren't feeling it, you are now.
Oh, yeah. Tell us a little bit about these guys. I'm going to get up here and dance. That's what I'm going to do.
So I think Gabe is going to dance with the clowns. Here we go. The Sudan Dun Clowns. Gabe is finding his move.
Oh yeah, worth the cost of admission. There is no cost of admission down here, but that's so much fun.
I think you found your moves, Gabe.
My wife is going to divorce me after she sees that. Oh yeah. It's just clowning around on the 4th of July. We love it. We love it down here.
Coming just behind them, we've got Pat Sykes, who is a Brunswick County Commissioner, and a straggler from the Sudan Shriners, the Dun Clowns. And I'm sure, is there any law enforcement around here?
We got a few guys.
About public intoxication?
Gonna have to find some big handcuffs, that's for sure.
Brunswick County Commissioner Pat Sykes was born and raised in Southport. She's been coming to the parade for years. She says she loves being active in the community. She loves our independence. She appreciates the men and women who serve and the ones that sacrifice for our country. And she wants, of course, to continue that independence. She says she is an American, a Christian, and a patriot.
And right behind Pat Sykes, we have Frank Williams of the Brunswick County Commissioners. A Brunswick County native himself, has served as a commissioner since 2012. Lives in the Leland area with his wife Lori, driving a beautiful Chevrolet convertible. That is nice.
And next we have another antique car, Mike Forte. He was first elected county commissioner in 2016, re-elected in 2020. He's currently the vice chairman of the board. He serves on numerous committees, including education, transportation, economic development. He's the chairman of the Cape Fear Council of Government. He's also the district director for the region of the North Carolina Association of County Commissioners, and he's a past president of the foundation of Brunswick Community College.
Here comes the Oak Island Fire Department. This is one of 4 identical Oak Island fire engines, or at least somewhere in here. Actually, it looks like it's the police department that's here. We got the order backwards here. It's all good. We'll figure that out. Oak Island Police here, and man, is it CB Veterans of America? Let's stop and let's get them in here as well. We got to make sure everyone gets their airtime. They're moving quick here. Yeah. They're moving so quick.
Wow, they're the construction force of the Navy.
The
Seabees. Enlisted personnel can offer skills ranging from carpenters to plumbers to electricians to steel workers. They can also offer engineering aides, equipment operators, and mechanics. The Civil Engineer Corps, the officers, designs the projects using people with degrees in mechanical, civil, structural, and electrical engineering.
All right, now we have representatives from the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office. In the lead utility terrain vehicle, newly appointed Sheriff Brian Chisholm and his wife Serena, former longtime Brunswick County Sheriff John Ingram, retired, as you may know, April 30th after 15 years on the job. Coming behind them, we see Sheriff's Office motorcycles, the Mustang, the Voice Car, which stands for Volunteers, Observers Impacting Community Efforts. Those are the Citizen Volunteers. The APS, which is the Animal Protective Services Unit, and that's, by the way, a no-kill shelter. I do want to point that out. And it's a great place to find your next forever friend. So if you're considering adoption, you may want to consider there. Also with us today, the Dare Car and the Sheriff's Golf Cart, as you may have seen.
And coming up next, we've got the Sheriff's Citizens Patrol. Wonderful volunteers.
Yes.
And as you said, Animal Protective Services,
yes,
right there. They do such a good job.
They really do. They really do.
And here, we've got the Sampson County Sudan Roadsters. Woo. They're made up of Shriners from Sampson County. They perform in about 25 shrine and civic parades throughout the year to promote Sudan Shriners and to help support Shriners hospitals for children. They say, we play so a child may. And I saw these guys warming up, Gabe, and this is some real precision. Do you see how close they are?
Oh, absolutely. I caught all of that except it's about the only bit of that I caught. Sudan Roadsters, they're taking off. Always a crowd favorite here at the 4th of July parade. All right, before we go any further, why don't we take a break? I need a drink of water. I think you probably do too. No, realistically, we want to thank our sponsor, Dozier Memorial Hospital, for helping us out. So we're going to pause for a quick round of messages. We'll be right back. Gabe Ross, Rachel Lewis-Hilburn back with you at the Southport 4th of July Parade. And we've got Better Beach Rentals and Sales with 2 classic cars and a float coming by. Better Beach Rentals and Sales, locally owned, family-oriented business dedicated to creating dream vacations and finding forever homes.
I love the way they've decked out these classic cars.
Oh, they're beautiful.
And the breeze has just kicked up for the flags.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect timing.
This is the perfect thing you need here on the 4th of July. Top down in a convertible, driving down the highway speeds, wind blowing in your hair, or in my case, what's left of it. It's just wonderful.
And they put together a float also, Gabe. I mean, look at this.
I mean, 2 convertibles is one thing, but it's not the 4th of July without a float.
Exactly. Everybody's having a good time.
Decked out, the red, white, the blue, and yes, even the gold. A little bit of the gold there. Behind them, another float as well.
That's right. Cape Fear Fitness, CrossFit Southport, Cape Fear Kids Gymnastics, Game Changer Strength and Conditioning, and Cape Fear Yoga and Wellness Center. If you weren't ready to work out before, you should be now. United and strong, no matter your age, ability, or experience, these folks have a gym for everybody. Choose from one of 6 locations in Brunswick County, from conventional gym to group classes, personal training, CrossFit, gymnastics, strength and conditioning for athletes, hot yoga, wellness. They have you covered. And really all you have to do is take your yoga mat out to Moore Street in Southport this morning for some hot yoga.
They're asking for a flex. Let's see what happens if hold up the old bicep. Absolutely nothing. No reaction whatsoever. That's kind of what I imagine. That's all right. Hey, behind them, the Honorable Deborah Ehlers. She won her first Caswell Beach mayoral election in 2015. If you didn't know who she is the mayor of Caswell Beach. She was reelected in 2019. Before that, she served as the town of Caswell Beach as commissioner and mayor pro tem. She, of course, with a great message here, God bless America.
Jean Toner is in her 6th year as mayor of the town of St. James. St. James is a residential community on 6,000 acres with 2,450 acres of protected lands. 7,500 residents have access to 81 holes of golf, tennis, and pickleball facilities, and many are active community volunteers, and there will be a test on those numbers at the end of the parade.
Got it. I'm studying now, putting those notes down in my binder as we take a look at entrant number 48, Duke Energy Southport Wooden Boat Show coming up here. Wooden Boat Show's purpose is to promote interest in and teach people about the craft and art of wooden boat construction. They also support efforts to preserve wooden boat construction and skills as they celebrate the region's maritime and boat building history.
The Honorable Liz White is Oak Island's first 4-year term mayor in recent history. She says she's focused on preserving its long-established family-oriented culture, character, and natural beauty for the enjoyment of Oak Island residents and visitors alike.
What do we have behind here? It's a beautiful Travis fire truck, a 1973 Ford 8000 to be specific, that was used to fight fires in Southport all the way up until 2011 when it was finally decommissioned. The city sold the truck, and Southport veterinarian Allie Travis bought it to surprise her husband Mike and to preserve it for local events. Mike and Allie Travis working with the Southport Fire Department and others to restore it. You notice the shark teeth on the front here?
Yes.
Those emblems are in honor of Mike's history as members of the Flying Tigers unit in the United States Air Force. The truck has been in Southport's parade since 2013 rather.
And this patriotic fella is 2023 Festival Chair Randy Jones. He's a native of Southport. He's been involved in the parade and festival his entire life, from being on a float over 50 years ago to serving as chair of the North Carolina 4th of July Festival for the past 4 years. Randy says he's passionate about giving back to the community and ensuring future generations continue to enjoy this local tradition.
Check it out, more classic cars, but these guys with a purpose. The Cape Fear chapter of the Antique Automobile Club of America. This is the local Cape Fear chapter of the National Antique Automobile Club of America. The chapter established in 1972, and the club continues to grow so members can appreciate and enjoy collecting antique and classic cars. Happy 4th to you!
And it looks like we've got several cars with the Cape Fear chapter of the Antique Automobile Club.
Like Lay's potato chips. You can't have just one. Got to have a number of them in here, right? Woo, this last one's sleek. I'm not much of a car guy, as you know. I'm like, oh, it's a silver-dee-doo-dah car here.
Right.
But they're beautiful to look at. You don't have to know makes and models of cars. You just have to take it in for its beauty.
And of course, he's got the POW-MIA flag there. And coming up next, we have the Shriners Keystone Cops. It was 1975 that these guys organized. They're out of Jacksonville, North Carolina. And of course, they've added a lot of laughter to the Shrine activities, especially in parades. Keystone Cops, for those who don't know, are based on Max Sennett's characters in early 20th century silent films. In the old slapstick and farcical movies, the cops were an incompetent police force dressed in ill-fitting, unkempt uniforms.
And we apologize in advance for any young or parents of young kids who may be triggered by this music, but Baby Shark playing right now. Oh, we've got some prisoners here in tow as well. But behind that, Kay Joliffe, realtor for Margaret Rudd and Associates. A market leader in Brunswick County for over 42 years, Kay and her team know the market and will offer insight and knowledge throughout the real estate process. It's great to have them here.
The Vintage Military Vehicles Club honors veterans of all wars, and they do this through the restoration of military vehicles from World War II and the Korean War. The vehicles that we're seeing here are from the U.S. Army, the U.S. Marine Corps, and the U.S. Navy.
Got Betty Boop on the front of one of them here, and what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 6 back there? Yeah, 6. And the truck. All vintage military vehicles. You kind of wish you could see these more than one time a year. Certainly a 4th of July parade is going to be that time that you see them the most prevalently, but boy, museum pieces for sure.
They really are, and there's so much history behind not only the vehicles that we're seeing, but the people who are showing up to drive and ride in these vehicles. Thanks to the veterans.
Absolutely, especially on this 4th of July holiday. Brunswick Search and Rescue up next. Volunteer organization serving Brunswick and surrounding counties. They assist law enforcement in finding missing and lost people. You hear some dogs barking now, but they use canines, drones, and trackers along with volunteer operators and orienters. Appreciative of the work.
Day for those dogs.
Oh yeah, see, there's the dog.
Yeah.
We got some more dogs coming in this parade that you guys are going to love. I won't spoil anything, but it's an organization near and dear to my heart. But first off, St. James Fire Department. Tell us a little bit about them.
Well, they are, of course, from St. James, North Carolina.
Check
all
number
volunteer.
1.
They're legit. An all-volunteer department with 44 firefighters, 22 EMTs, 20 fire police, all who reside within their fire district. The vehicle is a 2021 Pierce Pumper fire truck. The all-volunteer St. James Fire Department Emergency Medical Services, we're going to see in just a moment behind the fire truck. They're driving an ambulance, number 4795. It's a 2007 Ford E450, traditional 12-foot unit. Volunteer drivers for St. James, 2 ambulances, responded to more than 1,000 calls last year. So these guys earn their keep as volunteers.
I'm getting some thanks. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's for the nice weather, but
well,
I'll get some clarification on that.
Promise no pop-up thunderstorms, Gabe.
Thus far delivering, so remember that if I ever mess the forecast up really bad. No, kidding, of course. Hey, here come the Southport Lions Club, right?
Yes.
They've been serving the community since 1945. The club has conducted a boat raffle for years. Funds generated contribute to youth and other community programs. This year, the club donated close to $10,000 to the city of Southport for the development of an all-inclusive playground. That is a beautiful boat.
It really
May
is.
still be time to sign up to win that boat. Who wants a boat?
We've got the Shriners Steel Drum Band. They were formed in 1977 by some members of the Columbus County Shrine Club who were looking for a way to participate in shrine ceremonials and put the shrine in the public eye. They have 13 active members who participate in 8 to 10 civic parades and 4 shrine parades each year. Also, they say they were privileged to play in the North Carolina Governor's inaugural parade in 2009, which was a first for them, and their motto, "We play so that kids may walk."
Digging those Hawaiian shirts. Great to have them here, as it is great to have Treehouse Customs. I know what you're thinking. Do they build tree houses? Not quite. They specialize in custom apparel, though. They offer printed and embroidered shirts, hats, and bags, working with both individuals and small businesses. They are a small family-owned shop and a one-stop shop located right here in Southport. Great to have them here, and I'll tell you what, you'll talk about design. Look at how that Jeep's designed, all kinds of different colors, and Captain America.
Yeah, they look like they're having a great time.
Happy 4th of July to you as well, friends.
We've got Jamerson Plumbing Services. They serve the Brunswick County area, from water heaters and filtration systems to updating faucets and outdoor showers. Owner and operator of Jamerson Plumbing, Robert Jamerson Jr. grew up in Brunswick County. He enjoys coaching area kids' football and baseball teams and spending time with his family. He's been in plumbing since 2002.
And right behind them, Jamerson Appliance Repair, taking care of the Southport area since 2017. They also offer professional dryer vent cleaning. Jamerson Appliance Repair now servicing the Leland area too.
And this might be Boiling Spring Lakes.
I think you're right about
Fire
that. I
and
think the horn
rescue.
gave that away too. Whew, a 35-foot fire truck. How about that? We know the horn and the sirens work. That's
They
important.
Sure do.
You're gonna want to pull over when you hear that.
That's a 35-foot truck.
We got Wheels for Days behind this. Check out the Port City Rollers. The Port City Rollers promote roller skating at any age from Wilmington, North Carolina, Scooter's Family Skating Center. They say you're never too old to roll. They haven't met me yet, so we'll see. But lace up your boots and let the good times roll. You can skate with the Port City Rollers on Thursdays, adult night, Friday, or Saturday night for the kids. Scooter is actually located on Shipyard Boulevard, right across from WECT. Keeps the feet a little cool too, being on the wheels.
It sure does, yeah. They're a happy group.
Oh, they're a very happy group.
And that's quite a vehicle they have coming behind. A float with a shelter, which is what you need on a day like this
Oh,
with such
for
bright
sure.
sunshine.
That's a beautiful float too. Beautiful. And the sound system on top of that, I mean, whoa.
Whoops. Well, that's
I think
gonna
you
happen,
meant
right?
to do that. It's all right.
You know this is live.
Oh, exactly. Meant to do that. Great Clips here as well. You can stop by your local Great Clips hair salon for a great cut at a great price.
And we've got coming up the Victory Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Charlotte. They say they have hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock, as well as LSV golf carts. They say they're a one-stop shop proudly serving Brunswick County and surrounding areas. They're right off Highway 17 in Charlotte. You can find them at 1-800-NEW-CARS. Everyone is a winner today, Gabe.
Everyone is a winner, from the weather to candy. Man, you know, coming up the pandemic, you know, or coming off of that, I should say, it's just nice to have candy being thrown back around. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, we're going to pause for a brief message from our sponsors, but there is still plenty more to come here at the North Carolina 4th of July Parade, all a part of the festival. Stay with us. Happy 4th of July and welcome back to Southport for the 4th of July Parade. Keller Williams next on the docket.
Whether you're buying or selling in or around Brunswick County, Keller Williams says they're the educated choice in real estate. They believe knowledge is power, and they're ready to put that knowledge to work for you. They've got some brave pedestrians on this beautiful Tuesday still morning.
And some brave musicians as well. Look who we got on top of this float. Guitar players, upright bass. Now, this is some good music on the 4th of July, that's for sure. Here comes Brunswick Community College. Right behind them, from certifications to associate's degrees, Brunswick Community College is your local source for learning with over 250 courses, financial aid, and the Brunswick Guarantee, where qualifying students can attend debt-free. You can BCC. They have one-stop specialists to help. You can learn more at brunswickcc.edu.
Coming up next, we've got Live Oak Med Spa and Bellhart Marine. Live Oak Med Spa is Southport's ultimate destination for rejuvenation and wellness. Discover advanced treatments, personalized care, and a tranquil environment to enhance your beauty and well-being. And Bellhart Marine Services, of course, your go-to source for all your marine needs. From boat sales to repairs and maintenance, they provide exceptional services and expertise to ensure your maritime adventures are smooth sailing.
Here comes the Bolivia Fire Department. It looks like we got a rogue vehicle coming through. That man does know that we're closed off to regular traffic, right? Does he work here? We'll have to figure that out. But here comes the Bolivia Fire Department. Established in 1961, engine number 773 is a 2022 Freightliner. You know, they are accepting applications for volunteers, so if you're interested, reach out to the Bolivia Fire Department.
And coming up next, we've got the North and South Carolina Angels of Hope State Kings and Queens. And these folks, Gabe, they're promoting community involvement through pageantry for kings and queens of all ages. And that's one of the things that we get to see so often at the Southport 4th of July parade is all of the beauty queens and kings that come here. They bring their platforms. Earlier you were talking about Miss North Carolina. This is her first public appearance since her election. And it's just one of the things that really makes this a neat community event. It
really is. Community service, of course, one of the big important messages that many of those folks take care of. So glad to have them represented here today. Here come the State Employees Credit Union, specifically the NC State Employee Credit Union, a nonprofit financial cooperative owned by its members, federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. SECU been providing state employees and their families with consumer financial services for 86 years.
That's right.
We got a number of folks traveling along with them, it looks like.
Yeah, that's
all of these folks members.
A caravan. And
it is. SCCU serves over 2.7 million members through 274 branch offices and over 1,100 ATMs.
We've got some Sudan hillbillies.
Oh boy! Them hillbillies.
You do that really well, Gabe.
That's where I'm from.
You know, when you're ready to volunteer and retire, you might want to think about that. The Sudan Hillbillies organization is 42 years old. They're involved in parades and community activities to raise money for Shriner hospitals for children. The Hillbillies are Shriners from eastern North Carolina, and last year they celebrated their 150th anniversary. And they have a bumper sticker there that says Hillbilly Gals.
Oh boy! How you doing? Oh, thank you. We're watched by the Hillbillies. I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, a truck could use a new paint job, and well, maybe a new paint job on this outhouse that's coming down here from the Sudan Hillbillies as well. I'll tell you what, it's good.
You know, some people would say it's sort of run down, but others might say it's managing resources.
It's true. I mean, it's a good float. It's not my favorite, but it's a solid number 2. Again, my wife will divorce me for that later. I did it. Hey, I can't do this normally when I'm giving the forecast. It's a holiday, I get a pass. I'm hoping anyway. Glad to have them here. Of course, the Sudan Hillbillies.
Coming up next, we have the Century 21 Collective. They are a real estate company on Oak Island, and they say they love the Brunswick County area and its people. They're actually driving a C21 trolley in the parade, and I'm not sure I've seen a trolley in the parade in recent years.
You know, I don't think I have either. But that's a nice looking trolley. Wonder if that air conditioning's I hope so. I hope that air conditioning's blasting in that. It's a hot day down here in Southport, partly cloudy skies, and just you can't beat this kind of weather. Oh, now here's an organization I can get behind, mainly because I am. The Pause for People Foundation. They're coming up here. There they are. Their mission to educate and empower people to use assistance dogs to transform their lives. Pause for People places customized assistance dogs with veterans, active military, civilians, and children with learning disabilities. They hold a special place in my heart. My golden retriever Gentry is what they call a career change dog, and she went through the Pause for People training. Every month my wife and I are doing volunteer work with these guys through her work, and it's a blast. And I recognize some of the folks that are driving around and driving through here, and really the work they do here is tremendous. And if you love puppies, just look at what we got here. Puppies for days. Puppies for days here. A lot of golden retrievers.
They do such good work. It's so important, especially when we still have
such kissable faces, those dogs.
And coming
That's Gentry's sister? That's Dolly. That's my dog Gentry's sister.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
It's
a family reunion
right
here. I love it.
It's not even extended family.
Goodness.
It's close family.
Oh.
Always Ready Cars. Next, your premier local club car dealership for Southport, Bald Head, and surrounding areas, of course. They have a few American flags.
They do. We got Brunswick County Habitat for Humanity here as well. They are a local nonprofit Christian ministry working to build affordable homes, communities, and of course hope. Glad to have them here and represented today.
Yes, such a good organization.
Yes.
Coming up next, it's the Brunswick Arts Council and the Southport Rotary Club. They teamed up together. The float, on the float, Art is for Everyone. And from the Brunswick Arts Council, we have President Larry Johnson and his wife Deb. Rotary Club member Mary McBarb is on that float. And Southport Evening Rotary Club member Mark Bashera. They also have dancers from Inspirations Dance Center. Walking arts partners include Free Spirit Conservancy, Black Sails Pirate Adventure, and of course Rotary.
Keep it cool with some fans. We're fans of the Rotary. We're also fans of these folks coming in. F3 Bruco. Well, Bruco, the Brunswick County chapter of the Global Fitness, Faith, and Fellowship Movement. F3 designed to build men into strong leaders for their families and communities. It's open to all men, always free and always outdoors. They lead in a peer rotating fashion, and they always end with a circle of trust. And there's some trust for you. They're all pulling this truck. They're strong.
That's impressive.
Hey, buddy. Good to see you guys.
Now we see Triple D Motorsports and Dee Dee White. Dee Dee White is a race car driver, and she's only 14 years old. This is her second season, and already she's finished in the top 5 4 times. She races in the Junior Mini Cup class at Carteret County Speedway in Swansboro, North Carolina. Her car is number 22. And her dad, who is so proud of her, says she loves cows.
Oh yeah, look at her car.
She even has a cow as a pet. They're able to do that because they live in supply where you can have a cow as a pet. And even though her dad grew up in Southport, he tells us he's made it to most of the 4th of July festivals, but this is his first time actually in the parade.
That's great. Hey, we got Chance being led here by Eggs Up Grill, located in Charlotte and Southport. They serve breakfast and lunch daily, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Full menu available all day, featuring classic breakfast. Easy for me to say. I haven't had breakfast this morning. Classic breakfast entrees, sandwiches, burgers, melts, and salads. Eggs Up Grill offers online ordering for takeout and delivery, as well as catering for events, big or small.
The Caitlin Saunders Group at Intracoastal Realty proudly serves Southport, Bald Head Island, Oak Island, and the surrounding areas. Caitlin says she's proud to call Southport home, and she diligently works on the forward progression of her beloved town.
Here's Samara's Village coming through right now. They help Brunswick County pregnant and parenting adolescents raise healthy babies. They specialize in long-term parenting and life skills educations, providing services, supporting parents' immediate needs, and coordinating with other resources. They say their vision is to build a strong community, one child at a time.
They're followed by Southport Women's Club. They've been serving the local community for nearly 115 years, from painting Southport's first street signs to buying a respectable suit for the driver of Southport's 1910 horse-drawn hearse, to collecting used bras to recycle into purses.
Yeah, Robert and Paula Wilson here now too. They're in a 1950 red and black classic Chevy truck. They joined the parade this year because they say they just love the 4th of July. And why not? They're bringing their truck in.
A cut above tree service. They're located in Holden Beach. The Humvee is driven by owners Matthew and Esther Beach, and they specialize in dangerous tree removal. They say they offer quality service at reasonable prices.
Yeah, dangerous tree removal. I mean, you got to call in the professionals to there, so you might think about giving them a call. We've got Salt Air Incorporated coming through now, heating and cooling and electrical. This time of year is a great time to make sure that you're covered under a maintenance plan. Salt Air offers 3 levels of HVAC maintenance to fit your system's condition and your family's budget. All of these come with priority service, even on the hottest summer days like today.
Yeah. Next, we've got Queen Charity King and Princess Paisley Campbell, dazzling Miss State Queen 2023, Charity King, and North Carolina Spot Festival Princess Paisley Campbell. Oh my goodness. Aww. Look at
what a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Absolute sweetheart. Glad to have them here. We've got 4th family run here as well. The Barry family coming in here, celebrating the 4th of July in fine fashion, all dressed up and nowhere to go. Now, they got plenty of places to go here, right?
They look like it.
Uncorked Wine Shop and Gallery here as well. Glad to have them here. And I was promised Elvis. Where's Elvis? They promised us Elvis earlier.
The Willis Roofing family would like to thank all their friends in Southport, Oak Island, and Bolivia for supporting them and making Willis Roofing the preferred local roofing company. They say it's an honor, and they will continue to make those who recommend them proud to do so. And wow, they're having a good time.
You're on live TV. That's right. Hey, they're like, we're on the news, right? Well, you're on live TV. Close enough.
I think it was a first for them the way they
It
reacted.
might have been. A lot of firsts here in the parade, right? Man, it is a gorgeous day out here, and we still got a handful more entries to go here. We're making some good time here on this 4th of July. Going to continue to be a hot one. But before we get to our next one, we're going to take one more commercial break here. Our sponsors going to say some mighty fine words to you here. So we'll pause for just a moment. We'll be right back with the conclusion of the parade. Welcome back to the Southport 4th of July Parade. We're up next with number 98, Puro Clean of the Cape Fear. It's one of the final few floats here we've got in the parade. Having lived in the area since 1981, Billy Suits truly loves the people and is excited to be a part of the growth of Brunswick County and neighboring areas. Formed a property damage restoration company called the Master Craftsman in 1988. It's also the owner of Puro Clean here in the Cape Fear. So we've got a number of different vehicles there represented.
And coming behind them, it's Intracoastal Realty. Dana Lewis and Eileen Burns, Intracoastal Realty's newest Southport office, has the Dana Lewis and Eileen Burns team serving all of Brunswick County, but of course specializing in the Southport area.
And look how nicely done up that Volkswagen Beetle is. Convertible as well. It's got eyelashes on the front of it. Glad to have them here. Here comes Miss Brunswick County Scholarship Programs float. We got a number of pageant winners on that float. We have Miss Tri-County 4th of July, Miss New Hanover County, and Miss Coastal Cape Fear Queens. So riding on the float, Elizabeth Gunter, Shannon Gunter, Peyton Felix, Anna Marie Smith, Jenna Thomas, Sarah Thomas, McKenna Phillips, Lacey Patterson, Sadie Wilkes, and Haley Wilkes, all represented here today.
That's a lot of beauty queens for one float.
A lot of beauty queens.
So happy to see them.
Yes.
Brunswick Electric is coming up next. Committed to a brighter energy future, Brunswick Electric provides safe, reliable, and affordable energy to the homes, schools, farms, and businesses in eastern North Carolina. Since its founding in 1939, Brunswick Electric has a long-standing commitment to enrich the lives in the communities they serve.
Check out the truck. It's got an American flag wrapped around it and everything. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. After Brunswick Electric comes the NC Forest Service.
They've been busy lately.
They really have, yes, understandably so. Forestry 822, a hauling unit, and a dozer 8X22, and I was told somewhere Smokey the Bear
but I'm not seeing Smokey.
Is in sight. You know, I saw him up there with the Dalmatian earlier.
Well, that's what it was then.
That's
he hopped on a different vehicle.
Okay, well,
here we've got the North Carolina Vietnam Helicopter Pilots Association. They were founded in 1989. They offer living history presentations.
So right here, what we're seeing real quick, Rachel, is apparently we're told Smokey, there he is, he's in the dozer.
Oh my
He's in the
goodness.
dozer.
It's Smokey the Bear.
There he is, kids. He's chilling out, beating the heat.
There
Smokey's up
he
there.
is.
Oh, yeah. Can't blame him. He's soaking in that air conditioning it got in there. Yeah, that's good thinking. That is good thinking, Smokey. All right,
So
sorry,
here
you were
we
telling about the Vietnam helicopter pilots. Look at this helicopter that's coming in.
Yeah, so they do these living history presentations for the public and in schools, and they display right here what we're seeing is an OH-58 and UH-1 Mike model gunship. The association has represented Vietnam veterans in 3 presidential inaugural parades. The helicopters have visited schools throughout the southeast U.S. and many other civic events celebrating Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and of course the 4th of July. And they say they consider themselves the fortunate ones who made it home. And they strive to bring honor to all of their brothers and sisters who served in Vietnam and those who serve today.
We have a couple different helicopters in this parade, but certainly all a part of the Vietnam Helicopter Pilots Association. They're so cool to see up close.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard when the propellers are going, you know, but man, just to take in the beauty of these aircraft up close, it's phenomenal. Here comes the landing at Southport. It's a golf cart parade now. We've seen a number of them out here, but these guys from the landing at Southport, a waterfront community located 1 mile from the Southport Yacht Basin. It is one of just a few communities with a beachfront pool, clubhouse, Southport-style swings, mind you, a walking path, and a pier. The pier is comfortable for sipping wine under the gazebo maybe, or for fishing, complete with a fish cleaning station and running water. So they got a lot of amenities there. Living in the landing is not only home, they say, but a way of life.
Wow.
A lot of good way of life happening here too. Got puppies in this one too. Oh, look at that one.
I'm so glad to hear you're a dog lover, Gabe,
man.
and that you adopted.
Absolutely.
Adopt. Don't
Gentry's
shop.
the best thing, I mean, aside from my wife, of course, Gentry's the best thing that, that has
Good
ever
catch.
happened to me.
Good catch. Next is the North Carolina Ferry Division, celebrating over 75 years of connecting people and places. The Ferry Division serves 800,000 vehicles and 1.8 million passengers each year. They help people cross rivers and sounds of eastern North Carolina. Their float theme is Embark on a New Career and Join Our Crew. And there are a variety of occupations among the 7 ferry routes: administration, the North Carolina shipyard at Mans Harbor. Not only do they have rewarding career opportunities, they say, but from Currituck to Southport, they work in some of the most beautiful places in North Carolina.
And Jordan on the Islands is here now. Remax Southern Coast, local realtor with Remax Southern Coast and the Live Long Brunswick team. Jordan says she loves the beach life, the community, and helping others achieve their goals. Jordan says she's people-centric and results-driven and will go above and beyond for her clients.
Eastern Shore Sunrooms is a new local sunroom company that's the only authorized dealer of sun space products and materials. So much of what this parade is about is the local businesses that are part of the community.
Absolutely right. And who do we have here? We got some fire trucks coming through.
It looks
Northwest
like
Volunteer Fire and Rescue coming up, number 108.
That's right, good to see them.
That's Rescue Brush Unit 3376 joining us in the parade today. Glad to have them here. Behind them, looks like Oak Island Water Rescue. We're getting down to the last couple here.
And they've got their special hovercraft, which can make rescues where ordinary rescue equipment can't go. They're a nonprofit 20-member volunteer emergency response team that helps swimmers and boaters in distress. They also assist the Oak Island Police and Fire Departments with missing persons and beach transfers, as well as the United States Coast Guard with inshore search and rescue operations.
And last but not least, number 109 in the parade, the Leland Police Department, represented out here in Southport on this hot 4th of July. Leland, one of those communities that is growing immensely here, Rachel, and we're glad to have them here, part of the parade today. And boy, what a parade it has been. A hot one for sure here in Southport. We've got another classic car kind of holding up the rear. But still, an amazing parade, just a wonderful turnout here, and it's amazing just how quick this flies by every year, but it's so enthralling just to watch here in person. Hopefully it was for you folks watching at home too.
It's so nice to see the whole community come together, and it's so nice to see the sponsors keep committing year after year to this wonderful community tradition that is the North Carolina official 4th of July Festival Parade.
That it is. What was your favorite float coming through thus far?
You know, I have to say, it's always going to be the clowns.
Yeah.
I love the clowns because I think they remind us what we could be doing all day long, right? Clowning
exactly
around,
right.
You know, making people laugh. It's the way you were when you were dancing with the Sudan clowns.
Exactly. I think the same. I think very much along those same lines. You know, I've had a number of folks that have said this before. We live in a great country with freedoms like no other, and on a day like Independence Day, it's just wonderful to come out and be able to remember how free our country is. So it's just an esteemed honor and great to have everybody here. We do want to thank our parade co-sponsors, Dozier Memorial Hospital, and of course WECT. Also want to thank the city of Southport as well for their help.
Yes, this was a new year for them. They took over the administration of this whole festival this year.
They did.
Which was kind of a big deal, and that's why we also want to thank the folks who've been doing it for years.
Karen Sfard, Southport Oak Island Chamber of Commerce, all of those folks, and we especially thank you for spending all of that time with us here today. Of course, everyone's kind of breaking down now that the parade has sort of subsided. Still lots of activities going on here in Southport today.
The festival is not over.
Yeah, we still got a lot to go.
We do. I think there are arts and crafts, and we have food trucks this year, and I think at 9 o'clock we've got the big Southport fireworks display.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That's going to be great. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Rachel Lewis Hilburn, I am Gabe Ross. We're saying so long from Southport. We'll see you next year.
Thank you for watching the North Carolina 4th of July Festival Parade on WECT. The Southport 4th of July Parade on WECT was sponsored by Dozier Memorial Hospital in Southport and by Margaret Rudd and Associates Realtors on Oak Island.